So this will be the first session with the client Sara using solution-focused therapy. It begins with the social worker establishing rapport and gathering information regarding the presenting problem, and then using the scaling questions to kind of measure and track to see where the client is at. Okay. So, hi Sara. So, what brings you in today?
Hello. Um, well, I was coming in because am currently having trouble with my husband, David. And, like he's threatened so many times to leave because he says I'm very, very jealous. And I don't think I'm jealous, but he thinks I'm very jealous and he's just getting tired of it. And I guess, I'm just here to talk about that and see what I can do if there's anything I can change or
Yeah. Well, first off, I understand that that can be a lot to be going through with your marriage, and just coming here to talk to me about it really shows your willingness to talk about it uh, and find a solution. So I really commend you for that. Can you tell me a little bit more about the jealousy? What exactly um, is your understanding of when he says you're jealous?
well, lately, he has a daughter, she's 7, Crystal, and lately she's just been very needing, like needing of his time. And he's been spending a lot more time with her, and I'm not getting enough time with David. We used to be able to hang out, and we used to go out more, and used to be that perfect couple. And since Crystal's back in his life, it's like all gone.
Mhm.
And yeah, like he says that I'm just very jealous. I've actually, followed him to school sorry, to his job, after, and I just noticed, because I thought he was maybe like cheating on me. And no, I mean, I haven't caught him cheating yet or anything, but I just, something's just telling me like it's not right. I just feel like there's more to this, and I don't know what to do.
Mhm. And how long has this been going on?
Um, it's been going on for a few, like maybe a year now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, from what I'm hearing, um, there have been occasions where you feel like there's something going on in the relationship with David. And so you feel a little left out sometimes when it comes to him spending a lot of time with his daughter, and you feel that he's spending a lot of time elsewhere, not really with you. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because she wasn't in his life. Why, you know,
Hmm.
I come first. I was there first.
Yeah. And have you talked to him about this problem or how you feel?
Yeah, I've talked to him about that. I was like, well, how do you even know this is your daughter? How do you, have you gotten the DNA test yet? Like, you're spending so much time with someone and you don't know if it's your daughter or not. And, you're neglecting me. And but I also feel like maybe he's leaving and he's using his daughter as an excuse to go and see another woman.
Hmm. Okay. And so I'm hearing that your husband David is saying that there's like this jealousy problem, right? Is that something that you identify as a problem with your relationship?
I mean, now that I think about it, yeah, I do feel like I am jealous, you know, um, and I do see it as a problem in my marriage.
Hmm. Okay. And if we were to put that on a scale from one, not being jealous at all the time, like not being jealous at all, never, and 10, it's a constant problem for you. You're always thinking of if he's spending time with other people or his daughter. Where would you lie?
I would probably say a 9.
A 9. Okay. And what makes you at a 9 compared to maybe a 10?
Well, a 10 would be like for me being jealous even when I'm sleeping. But a 9 would be more like, yeah, I'm most of the time thinking about whether he's cheating or not. Actually, no, a 10 would be probably like um would be probably something. I don't know. I think it's just hard. I try not to think about it. I try not to over analyze certain situations. But I think a 10 would be me going to his job more often. Yeah,
Okay.
not doing that as much. I only did it once.
Okay. And so 10, that's like all consuming jealousy, doing it all the time, which you said would be him going to his job a lot more often, right?
Yeah.
What do you think would get you to a lower number, maybe a 7?
Um, I would think that maybe I would have to probably like um I probably wouldn't be going to his job often or at all. And I would probably not bring up that he's paying with his daughter um as often as I do,
Mhm.
which is like 5 times a day.
Okay. And so that's what would take you to get to a 7, and you're currently at a 9. Where's the number that you want to be? If that's your 7, would you like to be at a 7 or even lower?
I would like to be lower, of course. I would like to be a 0 or 1. Um, yeah.
Okay. And so, what are some more ways you think you could lower that even from a 7?
Maybe I can thinking maybe I can ask him if I can come and join when he goes to see his daughter. Maybe I can come and join sometime. Um, maybe yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I can ask him to do that. That way I know that I'm with him. I'm spending time with him. I'm also getting to know Crystal, and you know, I'm not thinking he's somewhere he's probably not.
Yeah, that's a really great idea.
You think
Have you
so?
ever thought about doing that before?
No, I never thought about that. Um, I think it's just something that, I just been kind of like scared to ask.
Mhm. Okay. How do you think he'll react when you do ask that?
Um, I don't know. I think he might be like, it's too soon, or maybe he feels like uncomfortable because I'm not the mother of the kid, and um, and I don't know how Crystal would feel about it too. So it's something that I'm a little scared of asking him. I just don't want to add more fuel to the fire, if you know what I mean.
Mhm. Mhm. You're worried about making it more complicated or harder for him, but having that open conversation does sound like it will be a great step to building that relationship between you and him.
Yes.
Okay. And so also want to look at it a different way. Has there ever been a time um where you've felt jealous of him hanging out with Crystal, but you did something to kind of alleviate that jealousy?
I think there was a time where I called one of my girlfriends and we just kind of like started talking about our jobs and our, our life. And it was just, I guess you can say my mind was just somewhere else
Mhm.
other than, David cheating or anything, or possibly cheating. I don't know. Um, so yeah, talking to my friends.
Yeah. So talking to your friends seemed to help.
Mhm.
Were there any other feelings that you noticed when you did that?
I noticed that I was very happy. Um, I felt like, I was whole again. Like, I wasn't just the wife anymore. I was just also a friend, a supporter. Um, yeah.
Yeah. And so thinking about that one time that you called a friend instead, excuse me, when you were feeling jealous of him spending time with Crystal, maybe adding that as another way to help bring your number down from that 9, excuse me, even to a 7. What do you think about that?
So bringing down the number,
Hmm.
how do I feel? Or
Like adding the calling a friend. So you've done it once, and so adding that into the talking with David about hang joining in on a bonding time with him and Crystal, and then adding in a phone call with the friend. Do you think that would bring you down even lower from the 7 or the 9?
yeah, yes, I think so. I mean, just those are two things that, I think would definitely help the situation. Um, a lot, by a lot. So I think it would bring it down from a 7 to probably a 3.
And how long do you think, if you were to start doing those two things, um, you would see improvement in your relationship with David?
I would probably see it, maybe that same day, that same meeting with Crystal. I think the concern that I have is just that I'm always thinking that he's not with Crystal. So if I knew that he was with Crystal, I feel definitely a lot more calmer and
Yeah. Okay. I definitely think that these two ideas that you've come up with, one that you've done in the past and one that you thought can improve, will be a great starting point for you to help with those feelings of jealousy that come when you're not with him or you're worried about who he's with. Do you think um, maybe doing this in the next week or so, one of the two, um, will be something that you can do?
yeah, I can try to do that. I can try to have a talk with him and let him know that what we talked about, you and I, and maybe the give him like the two suggestions that we've come up with, and see what he says.
Yeah, great. Well, then we'll leave it to that for this session. Um, I think taking that first step and having that conversation with him and then seeing how you feel And what comes out of that conversation would be a great next starting point in our next session in a few weeks from now. How does that sound to you?
Pretty good. I thank you so much for that.
Of course. Okay, well, it's great talking to you, and I will see you in maybe 2 weeks.
Okay. Sounds good.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye.